Well, Sam, commiserations. Did that feel like a bit of a tough one to take?
Yeah, it is, especially on the back of the previous two as well. There wasn't a lot in it, especially I thought we started the game really well. That first goal was always going to be key, and they took their chance.
And that's the championship all over, isn't it? Really, the first goal can be so decisive in games.
Yeah, I mean we've earned the respect of other teams, and when you think you've got Stoke City coming, sort of changing their game plan for us and trying to match us up and nullify our strengths, it's a massive compliment to take. But that shows the strides that we've taken over the last few months and the position we're in, and it's definitely not doom and gloom. But being the championship, yeah, it's the fine margins. We probably had a couple of chances and at 0-0, similar to the other night. And when they got their first one, they took it and it went in.
I think that we mentioned the other night. I mean, if someone looks at the results and nothing else, to see 2-3-0 defeats, they certainly won't have got a fair reflection on what the games have panned out like, will they?
No, not at all. It's a compliment to everyone involved. The way that we've started, the way that other teams have turned up and played against us. I thought Preston were very, very structured in their play, and they looked to play in our half and set traps for us, but they didn't at any point look to be opened up or give us any sort of space where we can show our quality and exploit them.
The manager's talked in the previous weeks about trying to become a little bit less predictable and stuff, and having different weapons in the armoury, and that's probably the point now, isn't it? It's going to be a process and evolution of the team throughout the season, hopefully a successful season.
Yeah, that's the plan. To be a successful team, you've got to have many strings to your bow. So we're going to have to think of other ways to counteract other game plans and other teams, because, like I said before, we've earned the respect of the opposition to come and adapt their game plan to play against us. And credit to the two sides in the last two games that it's worked for them, because they've managed to get the opening goal. If we had got the opening goal, it would have been, I'd like to think, a complete different situation. But it's Championship football.
And then again, one of the strengths you need in the Championship is that mental resilience too, isn't it? To deal with defeats, because it's easy to ride on the back of wins, isn't it? But defeats are where you go back to the training ground and you have to not ignore them, defeats by any stretch, but channel it in the right way, I guess.
Yeah, and usually you don't have any time to dwell on it, which you tend to think is a good thing, because you can get straight back at it. But that hasn't worked over the previous two games, so maybe this break will do us well. I'm sure that the manager would love to have a bit more time on the training pitch, and his staff would love to do a few more meetings, because they really enjoy football and they like to teach us new things. And it's going to be, I think it's going to be a positive 2 weeks to get back to where we were and hopefully progress and come back stronger.
And lastly, Sam, I just want to talk about you personally too. It must have been a bit of a frustrating start to the season, not being able to be involved and stuff. How are you feeling generally?
Yeah, good. I was involved up until I got a niggle on the eve of the Middlesbrough game, and ended up missing 2 weeks, I think. Ended up being 5 games. So it feels, I've got a lot of people saying, well, good to have you back, welcome back. I'm like, listen, it's been 2 weeks, but that's the way that this season's going to be. So hopefully stay fit, but been feeling good since coming on.
And also, you give the manager things to think about too. When you come off the bench, you look like you were enjoying yourself as well, albeit not with the right results.
No player in this, especially, well, no player can ever take anything for granted. There's so many talented players here, so if I get the opportunity to come on the pitch, then I'm gonna give it my all. And I was a bit unfortunate with the one that went just past the post, and it's I'm going to work hard over the next 2 weeks and hopefully give him another positive headache.